Hey guys, so obviously we need to take all this apart first to be able to set up the S4 with the turntables. I'm going to literally dismantle everything, so yeah, enjoy.
I've just been dreaming this life in circles.
Ta-da! 1S4. What's this? This is your main in and out, your gain, your through and your USB, your line for your phono, so you can use CDJs or turntables. This is your left one, or this is your right, which is channel D. You also got your mic input, and then channel C is your left deck. You've got a foot switch, then you're in and out for your midis, your USB and your power. So we're going to plug the USB and the power in, then we're going to plug the right turntable in, the left turntable in, earth for the turntables, unless you've done a modification to your turntables to remove the earth. So I'm just going to plug it in now quickly.
Thinking this life, I'm in circles.
So as we can see on the back of the S4, I've got the earth plugged into the two turntables. I've got my outs, and then we've got the gain, the through and the USB, and it's set to USB. You've got line and phono, and that's set to phono. Then this is the right hand turntable. We've got the gain. Again, the gains are both down. We're on USB, not through. Okay, then phono, because the turntable's not CDJs. Also phono again on channel C. I don't have any screen capture software at the moment, but I can explain to you what I'm now going to do. I've not done this for a while. Hopefully it's not too complicated, which I'm sure it's not. So we've got audio set up at the top, output routing and input routing. Obviously we're inputting from the turntables into the S4, so we want to have the inputs as input deck A and input deck B, which is your left turntable and your right turntable, which obviously then correlates to A and B, channels 1 and 2. So we connect the left channel and the right channel on C, which correlates to the left turntable, and then the left and the right on B. So then that's just your input routing, so that's your turntables going into the S4. I use an external mixer generally with the S4, so obviously we want to use this as an internal mixer now because we're using solely the S4. So I've got my output monitor as out monitor left and out monitor right, and then the output master is out master left and out master right. Output record I'm not using currently. Then audio setup, we've got audio device Traktor Control S4, sample rates 44 100 Hz, latencies at 256. Then we've got the phone and line input channels as phono. If we go into the decks layout, we want obviously to show deck C and D. We can go into the mixer, and we'll put the EQ fader and the crossfader. I think that's it for the moment. So then at the top we've got deck flavor, and this is in decks layout. So then I've got A and B as track deck and track deck, and then C and D as live input and live input. And this is where you will get the turntables to act as turntables through Traktor. So if we then close the settings, I'm going to make A and B a bit smaller just so that we're concentrating on C and D. If you click on C, you then got track deck, remix deck, stem deck and live input, also flux mode. So you want to select live input on C, and then you want to go over to D and also select live input. And obviously the mixer is the mixer, everything works as it should do, the crossfader is the crossfader. If you want to do any scratching at all with this setup, you want to select your crossfader and you want to select C on the left, D on the right, or if you want to scratch hamster style, you put C on the right and D on the left. Okay, that's the settings of everything. I'm going to swing this round and then we'll put some vinyl on the turntable and hopefully it all works. Right, we've plugged everything in, we've got everything in the back as I've shown you in the video. We've put the record on the turntable, everything's coming through really quietly. So if you've got, on the back we've got 3 USB and line and phono. If you've got line selected, that's for a CDJ and not for a turntable. So you want to make sure that your line is coming through, the switch is selected to phono. And then also through and USB, you want the USB selected, not the through. So the gain will not affect the level of the turntable. With the USB, it's only through the through. So if you have through selected, it's kind of bypassing the entire S4, and you will literally use your main out to play your vinyl. So if I press play, raise channel D, press play on the turntable, then we got sound. So I'll turn it down a little bit for a second. So whilst we're using the internal mixer on the S4, we can also use effects, we can also use the filter. If you've got any effects selected that you want to use, obviously you can just go into the modes, either with the controls or on the laptop itself, and then just quickly go through, obviously assign effect 1 or 2 to the deck, and it will affect that deck specifically. There you go, guys.
Coming straight out of Brighton, a crazy motherfucking name Wizzy.